once again welcome back to your own channel AR Triangle Video. So today we are going to learn basic modeling techniques in Blender, like how to add different mesh objects in scene, plus how to tweak those meshes to get a certain model. Okay, so I think this video is going to be a very interesting and helpful for you. What you have to do is to simply watch the video and try to follow my steps. Time is money, let's get started.
So at first I'm going to add some mesh object. Okay, so for this simply type shift A and select mesh from the drop down menu. Okay, then you have to select any of the mesh object that you want to create. Okay, so let's say I want to create a cube. Simply type select cube and it will appear on your screen. Okay, so now you can tweak this box in different ways. Okay, you can even move this, rotate, or you can scale this in different aspects. For example, let's take an example. I just want to move this box in X, Y, and Z direction. Okay, so we have the shortcut key, that is GX for X direction. Okay, GY in the Y direction, and GZ in the Z direction. So let's do this. If I press GX, now you can see the box is moving in X direction. Okay, so again if I press GY, then the box will move in Y direction, and if I press simply GZ, so my box now is moving in Z direction. Okay, so you can tweak this model according to your requirement. For just move, the shortcut key for moving is, for move command is simply G. Okay, G plus the direction, whether it is X, Y, or Z. Next we have the scale command. Okay, so if I just want to scale this box, then simply I will type S and X. Okay, so it will scale in X direction, and if I type S and Y, it will scale in Y direction. As you see, it is scaling in Y direction, and if I type SZ, so it will scale in Z direction, as you see this. Okay, you can tweak this according to your requirement. Okay, are you getting my point? So next we have the rotate command. So you can also tweak this box in with the help of rotate command. So let's say if I just want to rotate this box in X direction, so then the shortcut key will be RX. Okay, if I press RX, then my box is going to be rotated in X direction. If I press RY, then this box is going to rotate in Y direction, and if I press RZ, then it will be rotating Z direction. Okay, so this is how you will tweak this model in different shapes. Now let's just add some other shapes, other mesh objects. Okay, so simply type shift A, again go to mesh, and we can also use we have UV sphere. Okay, you can select this one from the left, select the move, and now with the help of these arrows you can move this box like this. Okay, this one. Again, let's add some other mesh objects. Shift A, go to mesh, then we have cylinder. Okay, you can again with the help of move command you can move this a little bit. Now if I just want to scale this box, sphere, so simply the shortcut key will be S and X in the X direction, S and Y in the Y direction, and S and Z in the Z direction. Okay, if I simply type S without giving the direction, then it will be in 360, it will be scaling in 360 degree. Okay, like this. Same is the case with the UV sphere. So if I just want to rotate this, simply RX, this is how, RY, okay, and RZ. And if I want to move this UV sphere, simply type GX, okay, sorry, GZ, GY, and GX. Okay, so this is how you can tweak these different shapes according to your requirements. Okay, Let's explore other shapes. So again, shift A, go to mesh and select the, we have cylinder, we can also have cone. Okay, select this one like this. Okay, then again we have shift A, we have the mesh object, that is torus. Okay, this one. Now if I just want to scale this torus, S, okay, S and Z, like this, it is scaling in this direction. Okay, if I move this GX, sorry, F, GY, GZ, GY, okay, and GX, so it is moving in X direction. Okay, so basically these are the shapes. You can use these shapes to or tweak these shapes into different models, whether it is landscape, furniture modeling, or some other product modeling. You can always use these shapes as a base model. Okay, are you getting my point? Okay, moving forward, you can even use modifiers to modify your mesh in some non-destructive way. Okay, to add a modifier, simply go to the properties panel on the right side of the screen, on the right side of the interference, and then simply click on the modifier button. You have multiple modifiers, okay, like mirror modifier, subdivision modifier, then we have some physical properties, okay, liquid simulation and all that. We have multiple things. Okay, so you can use these modifiers in your model according to the requirements. Next we have the texture and UV mapping. So you can also add textures to your mesh by simply UV mapping. To do this, you need to at first you need to unwrap the mesh and create a texture in some image editing software. Okay, it doesn't matter which image editing software are you using, whether it is Photoshop or some other software, but the point is that quality has to be good. Okay, next in the final we have rendering. So once you have finalized modeling your object, you can even render it using Blender built-in rendering engine, that is Eevee and Cycles. In Eevee we have not we have the quality that's not up to the mark, but the Cycle is very good rendering engine. Okay, so to do this, simply go to the render tab in the properties panel and simply click on render. So these are just some of the basic steps to get started with modeling in Blender, but there are many more advanced features and techniques that you can explore as you become more familiar with the software. So that's all for today. I hope this video is helpful for you. So don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for notification. More tutorials are uploading very soon, so stay tuned. Thanks a lot, thanks a million, thanks a bunch.